What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's David with Bald Guy Media, bringing you week 3, week 2. We'll be talking about what happened in week 2 and looking forward to what's going to occur in week 3, possibly. But first, let's take a look at the weekly awards. Get right into it. Terrace Marshall Jr. for our Carolina Panthers, 12 receptions, 252 yards receiving, and 2 TDs. Heck of a performance. Pascal had 4 sacks for the Lions, 4 sacks for Davius Smith. Is it Davion Smith? Whatever it is. For the Browns, he had 4 sacks and a forced fumble, and then Tua throwing for almost 400 yards, and he has 5 touchdowns. Heck of a day for him. I was hoping Joe Burrow would get it, but not going to happen. So where do we go from here? Let's take a look at the results. So the Panthers go down to the Chiefs. Take a look at the stats. Mahomes, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Bryce Young, 383, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Pacheco in the nice game. I mean, 4 wide receivers. We're not running here. There's no running back needed. Terrace Marshall going off. Kelsey had a nice game. Tony had a nice game. Sheet Rice had a nice game. Of course, I mean, when Patrick Mahomes throws for over 400 yards, Checo had 5 receptions. Noah Gray had 5 receptions. Crazy. McCole Hardman with a revenge game, almost 100 yards and a touchdown. Mingo. I don't know. I think I haven't watched any of these games yet, but I think Jermaine Burton got hurt, or Snead, or someone just eliminated him. Okay, we didn't look at the defensive stats. Shaq Thompson and Andrew Mukuba leading, and Xavier Woods. Yeah, our team had a lot of tackling to do. We had a lot of sacks. I want to show you that. We had a lot of sacks. Did get a lot of sacks here. I mean, Mahomes throwing it, and Emmanuel Mose got the interception. Snead and McDuffie both got interceptions. There is that game. Let's go to the Rams and the Dolphins. Dolphins doing Dolphin things. Stafford threw for 444 yards. It's crazy. They just settled for a lot of field goals. Kyren Williams had 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving. I mean, no one really running the ball here. It's all passing. See, Cooper Kupp, 12 receptions, 158 yards. DeAndre Hopkins, 10 receptions, 100 yards. Tavion Sanders with a nice game. Kyren Williams. Tyler Higbee. Waddle continues to get done. He's playing so well. Cedric Wilson, the touchdown machine for them. And how about Adonai Mitchell catching a long one for a touchdown? 40. What was it? Long one? 66 yards. Wow. Cool. Take a look at the defense. Anyone really stand out here? Make 11 tackles. I mean, it was the Dolphins sacking Stafford. Colts are 2-0. Not a lot of passing here. Jonathan Taylor doing Johnny Taylor things. Anthony Richardson had a nice run there. Wan'Dale Robinson, I believe that was like the last touchdown of the game. Garbage points. Barkley not really going to anywhere. Yeah, nothing really standing out here as far as receiving. Obviously, no one really threw for a lot of yards. Kwity Paye getting after them. Mack with the interception. Okay. Please go watch these games if you haven't already. We got a nice one here with our Titans. This playbook is so good for the Jets passing wise. 350 easy. But Jaden Daniels doesn't have to throw too much. Tajay Spears, 22 rushes, 3.5 yards. Jaden Daniels getting it done there. Jets don't have a running back right now. It's unfortunate for them. But Garrett Wilson is just playing very nice. I think he has 3 or 4 touchdowns now. Conklin was 100 yards. Treylon Burks, 5 for 86. Zacchaeus. Yeah, not much going on there. Jeffrey Simmons I think he has 6 sacks on the year now. Getting it done. Yeah. Our Titans defense played very, very well. So that was nice to see. Not such a good result here. Josh Allen's a beast. Drake May, 3 interceptions. Not good. 5.5 for Stevens. Oh, that's pretty good. Cook had really nowhere to go. I mean, our running game was awesome. Probably run the ball more. Should probably get run the ball more. If we change the playbook for the Patriots, it's probably gonna be a running playbook. Gabe Davis is having a nice year. Josh Reynolds, Cade, Knox had 2 touchdowns. Davis, Darnell Mooney, Davidson, yeah. Peppers and Bullock led in tackles. Johnny Jones, 2 sacks. Wow. Corner blitz. Well, we got the sacks, but they got the interceptions. I believe they have a lot of interceptions for this defense. Crazy. Jags, Texans, Jags, 2-0. 2-0 Jags. Lawrence didn't have to do anything this game. Stroud's not playing great to start the year, but I mean, Trevor Lawrence didn't have to do shit. They're getting 4.2 yards a carry with Tank Bigsby. ETN out. 5.6 with George Gregory. Trevor Lawrence got a rushing touchdown. I don't understand why Texans aren't playing better, but they got 2 superstar wide receivers. Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley with 2. I thought he had more yards, but he's got 4 touchdowns on the year, I believe, which is insane. But Cashman still getting it done. Josh Allen with 3 sacks. Christian Harris at the green yard. Yeah. Christian Benford had a block punt, touchdown, and an interception for a touchdown. So Christian Benford, guy with 4 sacks beats out a guy with 2 touchdowns. That's pretty crazy. We finally got Joe Burrow going. The Jets playbook, almost 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Defense played well, shutting down Lamar Jackson. Joe Mixon, 5.5 yards carry. Jamar Chase, we finally got going. That's what we needed. Oronde Gadsden. I mean, only 43 yards on 7 catches, but Johnny Wilson is a solid 90 a game. Zay Flowers didn't do nothing. Charlie Jones, good catch. But Romo Dunes finally got in the box, but he only 2 for 21. He's been a disappointment. Maybe they should have went in a different direction with their pick there in the first round. Miles Murphy with 2. I think Miles Murphy has 3 on the year now. Gotta get him going. Cam Taylor Britt, so fast. Chicago, Green Bay, disappointment for another one of our franchises. Caleb Williams did not play very well. They did a lot of drop passes. It was not good. Aaron Jones destroyed us. J.K. Dobbins is looking nice. Derek Watt Mr. Eagle from last year getting all those touchdowns in the playoffs because of the glitch. No one really standing out here as far as catches. I believe we had a lot of drops. Brandon Rice finally got his first touchdown. Tremaine Edmonds, big game for him. The rookie getting 2 sacks. Gary got a sack. Yeah, Terrell Edmonds get an interception to start the game. It was looking good for the Bears at the very beginning. What a snooze fest this is. Yeah, just not great. It's not great, guys. Kenneth Walker with 10 catches. Yikes. Laporta. This is just check down city. Boring game. 9-3. It's Pascal. Michael Hall Jr. got 2. Yeah, this was a ugly game. That Tampa Bay, what are they, 2-0? They're playing well. McCarthy, decent. Rashad White just running all over them. Almost 200 yards. That's crazy. That is crazy. Playing well, though. He's got a championship type team. And he's just got to distribute the ball. Shaquille Barrett, 3.5. Yeah, Baker got hurt at some point, and I think he came back in. Again, I haven't watched some of these games, but Baker did not get his revenge. New Orleans got their win. Trey Lance again has to come in. I don't know why Derek Carr keeps getting hurt, but Trey Lance did not play well. 2 interceptions for him. Chris Olave having a nice game. And I mean, this game wasn't great either. Fletcher Cox still getting it done. And look at these old men, Clowney and Cox. Surtain. All right. Yeah, what a awful game this was for us. Herbert did not play very well. I mean, Pickett just getting it done, but Derrick Henry with the game winner, I believe it was. That was not good. I mean, trying to run the ball against the Steelers is not a good idea. Kate Stover, 7 for 63. Quentin Johnson, 5 for 67, a touchdown. Trayvon Henderson, 5 for 33. Jaylen Warren had a nice touchdown. Yeah, it was just not a good game for our team. Our Chargers. Our O-line did not play well. No, their defense came to play. And Chargers are going to charge sometimes. Another one of our teams that did not win. Kyler Murray hasn't thrown an interception, I believe, which is cool. It started off nice for the Cardinals. Fields threw an interception off the bat, but that was pretty much it. Brian Robinson, Fields running all over the place. Cam Akers, 12 for 9 yards. Jalen Wright, 4 for 7. They did not let us run the ball. So there was that. You know, not the best game. This Mondai guy, I think he's got to be leading in tackles. I believe he had a lot of tackles last week too. A half sacks. Popo started the game with an interception, and then that's kind of it. Hurts is not playing well. Hit that one big game in the playoffs. Was it Deshaun Watson rushing all over the place? So was Jalen Hurts. Chubb not that great. So rushing wise, the teams are doing all right. David Njoku, 12 receptions. Nice little security blanket. Tillman getting in the box. And AJ Brown, he's got to be getting fresher. He's just not doing well. Kevin Byard, yeah, jeez. You're not gonna beat this team without Lane Johnson and Jason Kelce. Shame they did not replace what they needed to replace. Monday night, but it's funny thing is Commanders are leading the division, because the Cowboys and the Eagles are both 0-2. Brock Purdy just distributing the ball. McCaffrey got kind of held in check. So did Pollard. But CeeDee Lamb does CeeDee Lamb things. Brady Willis. Yikes. Ayuk. Defensive numbers, I guess, here. Parsons, Chase Young, Von Hargrove, Bosa. I mean, all the guys are almost like the defense is a little more talented right now than the offenses, especially on the D lines. That was Monday Night Football. I forgot to talk about this one. This went to overtime and it ended in a tie. Oh my God. But Ritter can't throw the ball. They have a new coach and they rock all Baltimore for the Falcons. And I mean, do they ever? Over almost 200 yards rushing for Ritter and 150 almost for Bijan. 4 rushing touchdowns combined. Eckler was not doing well until later in that game, I believe. But Justin Jefferson got going. TJ Hawkinson. Osborne's having a nice season. Addison. So, I mean, a lot of throwing there. Yo, where's Miller? Is there a Miller on this team? I saw someone named Miller. Catch balls for this team. I swear. Maybe it's just a glitch. Huh. The thing was, I swear they had Bourne listed as Miller. I saw someone for them catch the ball. His name is Miller. Or maybe he's thrown at. I don't know. But oh well. That is the look at the games and the results. If anything piques your interest, please go back and watch it. All the games uploaded. There's no red zone. It was with all the issues that went on. Too much. It was too much to fix. Couldn't get it done in time. Let's take a look at stats. Went the wrong way. Show it the other way. Patrick Mahomes is your leader in yards. Then Aaron Rodgers, Tua, Stafford. Tua, 7. And Trevor Lawrence both have 7 touchdowns and 0 picks. Who's thrown the most? Aaron Rodgers. Our leading rusher is now Rachaad White, followed by Bijan, J.K. Dobbins, Aaron Jones, Trayvon Henderson. Bijan with 3, Ritter with 3, Josh Jacobs with 3. Who's got them? Jalen Hurts and Ritter, of course. Terrace Marshall is now the leader in yards. And Njoku has the most receptions. But as far as yards, touchdowns wise, Calvin Ridley has 4, Waddle 3, Garrett Wilson 3, Kelce 3. Big game for Terrace Marshall. Shot about big. Solos, Marcus Williams, Neil Hunter. Overall, Blake Cashman, then Mondon. Okay. Yep. Jeffrey Simmons is leading in sacks. Smith, Young, Gripe, Miles Garrett, Dalvin Tomlinson, Pascal. Interceptions, Kyler Gordon, Tre'Davious White, Taron Johnson, Trevor Duffy. That's cool. What's some of the kicking stuff here? Who has the best offense? That's the Falcons right now. Then the Bengals. Wow. Points per game. The Jags 40. Crazy. Most first downs. The Chiefs. What defensively? The Buccaneers have the best defense. Then the Packers. Colts. Browns. Bears. Okay. Points allowed. Jags only allowed 16. It is crazy. Most sacks. The Browns. Buccaneers. 49ers. Oh, interceptions. Yeah, the Bills, see, leading. Bears, Chiefs. Oh. Versions? Third down percentage? Well, that's one of the reasons why the Jags are doing so good. But red zone efficiency. Well, when the Commanders get there, not really a great stat there. Bengals, one of the most penalized teams so far. Alright, well, let's look at that. Before we look at each team's individual negotiations, let's take a look at injury report. Shaheed's still out for 2. Oops, wrong one. Bengals are healthy. Bills, Eric Rowe still out. Javonte Williams is out. That sucks. Jawan Taylor's out for 2. Zach Martin, Tolbert, and Jordan Morgan are both out. That sucks. Tyreek's still out of the game. James Jerkins. Oh man, their offensive line's all beat up. Kittle's out. ETN's still out. Jets are still really banged up. Gardner's out. Hall's out. And Israel's out. Montgomery's still out. McNeil and Hutchinson, they're beat up. Savage and Myers are out. Patriots, Tavai still out. Ramchek's out. Ruiz is out. Their offensive line's banged up. Such a Gray's out. He's not really. Willie Collins is out. Titans, Vikings, Reisner's still out. And there you go. Those are the injuries. Let's take a look at who's ready to be re-signed. For the Panthers, Derek Brown and Burns, definitely. I'm not sure about anybody else here. If probably Hardman. If there's anyone you think we need to resign, Marshall after that game, definitely, probably. Frank Gore Jr. Like to see him get going. There you go. There's the guys that need to be resigned. We have 113 million in cap space, so we got to resign those 2 big defensive options. Bears. $14 players ready to negotiate. Tevin Jenkins definitely. I'm not feeling Herbert. Sandberg possibly. Harrison Bryant. I mean, I'm not seeing anyone that really stands out. That's the Bears. They have $64 million. $17 for the Commanders. Justin Fields, absolutely. Sam Cosmi, definitely. Derek Forrest for sure. St. Jude's probably. I'm not feeling Dynamic Brown, but we're gonna have to do something about this O-line because we got some old heads here. Steel Chambers, just for the name, definitely. Rue McCoy, Isaiah Davis. I think there's some backups I'd like to sign. We have an entire offensive line that we're gonna have to piece together next year. Unless I can bring these guys on one-year deals, I'm not sure. The Chargers. This Herbert's probably gonna definitely Asante Samuel Jr. Mike Williams, no. Josh Palmer, maybe. Like our whole defensive line too. What are we gonna do about them? And then a lot of these players are just backups. And they got speed, but they're not high overalls. Definitely bring back Joey Blunt. Kidding me? Smoke him if you got him. Zion will pick up his option. Not as much cap room with Chargers. Titans. Remember them? There's my cat. 20 guys to renegotiate with. Definitely not bringing back Keenan Allen. Elijah Mullen, I think for sure. Michael Sturdivant for sure. You know, some people maybe 1-year deals. But, you know, nothing crazy. Traylon Burks, yeah, we'll pick up his option. Definitely no AJ Brown. The Bengals. $20 players to negotiate with here. Joe Mixon, not sure. Owuzie, he's getting old. Readers, old. Tyron Smith, old. We might be looking for a full rebuild here too. On Amir Speed, just gotta keep him for the name. Well, if you see anyone on here that we have to absolutely keep, then definitely sure. Gonna pick up the option on Daxton Hill. Of course, we're signing Evan McPherson. Teams. Getting close to the end here with looking at contracts and resigning. Then we'll get into next week's games, what we're looking forward to. 16 players for the Cards. Buddha, I think we have to keep Buddha. Rondell Moore, I'm not sure. He's so small. Not really doing anything for us. Well, Hernandez, I think we can get a couple more years out of him. Gonna need some help on the O-line with this too. Our D-line, I think, is fine. How many more teams we got here? Yeah, it's the last one. The Patriots, they got a bunch of guys I believe they need to be resigned. But like important guys here. They have 106 million, but they need Peppers to come back, Christian Barmore. What do we do with Ramondre Stevenson? Definitely not bringing back Mac Jones. Jonathan Jones is probably going to go. Hunter Henry's probably going to go. Love to bring back Vai. Judon's probably gone. Marco Wilson want to bring back. Andrews, gotta replace him probably. And then pick up the option of Cole Strange. But we got cap. Hopefully we have a better free agency than we did this past year. I mean, real life free agency is looking real good, but our free agency did not look good. So as far as standings, it's a good one. Bills are in the lead, 49ers, Colts, Jags, Dolphins, Chiefs, Browns, Buccaneers. A couple surprises in there. Who's at the bottom here? Seahawks, Jets, Cardinals, Broncos, Eagles, Cowboys, Patriots, Raiders, all without a win so far. Yikes. So I will tally up what our combined record is for our teams and let you know. All right. Well, thank you for watching this portion. I don't know. I'm not saying goodbye because we are going to go into next games. I'm just going to do it in a different recording, different style. So next part of this video is breaking down week 3. There's some good matches, I think. I'm looking forward to week 3. All right. See you in a second. All right. So we're here talking about week 3. Here's a quick look at the schedule overall. Another run through of the schedule. Some really good games. Hit pause if you want to look at what time they play, but let's go into each individual matchup. First, we have Thursday Night Football versus 2 franchise-focused teams. We have Titans and the Bengals. Titans coming off a big win. So are the Bengals. One of them is looking to make it 2 in a row. Joe Burrow is looking pretty good in that Jets playbook. Tennessee is still rocking the air raid. So for now, we're going to stick with them, but Jaden Daniels is a rookie, so he's maturing slowly. Then we have the Colts traveling to Pittsburgh. Colts just look solid. Anthony Richardson, AR-15 he looks great. And it's pretty much the Eagles playbook, but I think it plays a little bit differently. I think the game plan that they have set, it might be a little different. I like the way the Colts are playing, especially Anthony Richardson, and Johnny Taylor is just the man. But the Steelers are tough. And then you have Green Bay and Minnesota. Minnesota's defense is so bad, and that Thursday night game from last week, week 2, going to overtime, 38-38, and ending in a tie is just insane. Their offense is good, but they just don't play like it, unfortunately. And Minnesota needs this win, but Green Bay just looks solid. They're decent. And Jordan Love and Aaron Jones, pretty solid tandem right there in the defense. Then we have the Rams and their old heads traveling to New England. Our New England Patriots are a focused franchise, and they really need a win, man. I don't know. If they don't get a win here, we're going to be looking at a playbook change going forward, possibly. The balanced playbook is okay, but it's not. Drake May's throwing too many interceptions, so we're going to probably have to change around some schemes going forward if they don't get a win here. Then we have another focus team, the Washington Commanders, who are in first place somehow. Travel to New Orleans to take on the Saints. I can't stand Derek Carr. They're 80-80. Like, it's just like the middle of the road, and Derek Carr is just a mid QB. It's so bad. But Washington needs to get going on offense. They're underperforming despite being in the lead in the NFC East. I don't think they've looked gelled yet, so hopefully they get going here. And then this is unfortunate, but the Jets played the Bills at home in week 1, and now they play each other 2 weeks later in Buffalo. Jets, they throw for a lot of yards, Aaron Rodgers throws for so many interceptions, and they have turnovers, and fumbles, and all kinds of things. So Jets are desperate here. And the Bills are the Bills. Josh Allen's Josh Allen. They're just steady rolling, just like the Chiefs or any really good team. So good luck to the Jets. Then we have franchise focus team, Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. hasn't really taken off yet. Excuse me. And the Jags, the Jags are solid, man. Good overalls, and both their playbooks, offense and defensively, they just look good. They're off to a really good start here. So tough road match here for our Bears. Then you have Cleveland and the Giants. Michael Penix Jr. is still the story. I guess they're tied for first, but for whatever reason, tiebreaker has them in second place. So they could take control of the NFC East with both the Cowboys and Eagles 0-2. And Cleveland is just solid. They got a really good defense, good offense. Deshaun Watson's playing well. And, of course, Myles Garrett is unbelievable. So, tough matchup here for the Giants. Cleveland can go to 3-0. Looking forward to this game. Both teams playing well, even though Atlanta got stuck with a tie. It's not a loss. Tampa Bay and J.J. McCarthy just look really solid. Both defenses playing well. Offenses staying on time, playing well. Atlanta just rushed for like 400 and some yards and 4 touchdowns against those awful Minnesota Vikings. So let's see what they can do against a really good defense, I think, in Tampa Bay. So this is a really good matchup I'm looking forward to in Week 3. And then here's desperation mode for both these teams. Now, it helps that the Commanders and the Giants can only go to 2-1 if they both win. They're not totally out of it, but whoever loses this game is, if they're lucky, they can rebound and make the playoffs, but they're definitely not winning the division, I don't think. And, we don't see teams come back from 0-3 too often. So this is a very, very important game for both teams. And then we have a franchise-focused team. The Carolina Panthers are traveling to the Las Vegas Raiders. Can our Panthers get their second win? Going to 2-1, very nice, but they got to catch the Buccaneers and the Falcons. They're overall wise, they're behind the 8 ball, so we'll see what happens here. But I really like this run and shoot playbook they use. A lot of throwing, a lot of 4 wide receivers, no rushing. It's cool. So, and then the Chiefs travel to Denver. Denver needs a win, but you're playing the Chiefs, who now have an 89 overall offense. They're just the Chiefs. They're just Patrick Mahomes or Andy Reid, Pacheco, Rashee Rice, Kelsey. It's just, you can't stop them, man. Good luck to the Denver Broncos, who have a new coach, and I believe they're using, I can't remember whose playbook they're using. Oh, they're using the Raiders playbook for whatever head coach they have now. Another franchise folks team, the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Detroit Lions. Arizona needs their first win badly. They're not playing bad. They're just not winning games. So they're like a tough out. It's just, I don't think Kyler Murray's throwing an interception. Playing well in the Baltimore Ravens playbook, but they might need a change too. So we'll see what happens going into Week 4 after this game. Another franchise-focused team, the LA Chargers, take on the Baltimore Ravens, the defending Super Bowl champs, and the reigning Super Bowl MVP, Lamar Jackson. This is a really good matchup. Let's see what the Chargers can do. They need a rebound from a loss. I wasn't impressed with their win over the Bengals, and the Bengals probably would have won that had they been in the Jets playbook already. So, not looking up for the Chargers, so they might need a change going forward too. Then you have the San Francisco 49ers. They're just steamrolling team so far. 2 tough opponents to begin the season, I think. I forget who they play Week 1, but they got Seattle here, and Seattle's just, they're not great. They're in a different playbook. They're not in the Seattle playbook. I forget whose playbook they're using, their new coach, but they really don't stand a chance here, in my opinion, against the 49ers. And then this is the Monday night game, I believe. Houston at Miami. This is a pretty good game. it should be, but Houston's just not playing well at all. So Miami's on a roll, and they don't even have Tyreek. I think Tyreek doesn't come back till next week at the earliest. So Miami is steamrolling, and looking forward to that on Monday Night Football. So tell me what games you're looking forward to the most. Who do you think is going to have the biggest week 3? Is it Jamar Chase again? Who is it? What's his name? Terrence Marshall had a huge week as a wide receiver. Does he do it again? Well, that remains to be seen. So I'm looking forward to a lot of these games. I think I'm a little more pumped for these games than I was week 2. There's some good matchups. There's some desperation matchups here. You know, that my Philly Eagles and Dallas Cowboys. That's always a great matchup, and it's desperation mode for both of them. So we'll see what our franchise focus teams do. Currently, our record for both of them, I just looked into it, is 6-10. We've gone 3-5 with our team franchise focus teams back-to-back weeks. So let's try to get that to an even number at least. You know, get one more win. Let's go 4 and. What would it be? We went 3-5. Let's go 4-4. Let's try to get 4-4 here, guys. Come on. We need to get our teams going. Right now, the CPU is killing us. So, but at week 4, I plan on making some changes for teams. You know, especially like the Patriots. If they haven't gotten their win yet, and the Cardinals, all these teams might get changes scheme wise if they're not doing well, and we'll go from there. So, looking forward to week 3. We've already started recording some of these games. I can start uploading right away, but there's so many games uploaded. I need you guys to catch up. So that's why we don't upload daily. We kind of just do a big dump on the weekends of the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock games. Yeah, because there's people that are still watching week 1. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. The likes, the comments, the subscribers, they really help trying to get out this rebuild. If there's anything you'd like to see me do with the franchise, things that would help you enjoy this experience and know what's going on more, please let me know, and I will add it. I love interaction and feedback. Love hearing from you. So please, give me your comments. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching so much. It means so much to me. Hopefully this keeps growing and we keep going. So see you around. Have a good one.